All right, now we're going to talk about a new way, another way of dividing polynomials called synthetic division. This is where we ignore the well, let me say it this way. This is where we focus just on the coefficients of the polynomials. Now, one thing I have to say is this only works if you're dividing by a binomial, right? A binomial with a degree of 1. Okay? So it has to be of the form, your divisor has to be a binomial of the form x minus c, where c is some real number. Okay? So for example, in this example here, your c is 4. Okay? But this would also work if you had x plus 4, because in that case, your c value would be what? Negative 4, because it's always of the form x minus c. Okay? So don't forget that. So in this case here, if your divisor is of that form, then you can use synthetic division. If it's not, then you can't. Okay? So this is restricted only to these types of cases. Okay, so the way we set up the synthetic division is a little different. Okay? So what we're going to do is you basically set up like so, okay? And so you have, in this case here, all we're going to do is take our c value, which is, in this case, again, this is x minus c. So in this case, c is going to go out here, okay? So c, now let me do it this way. Write this down here. Okay, so our c is going to be 4. I just do it this way. Oh, come on, stick with something, Mark. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Do it this way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the coefficients, but here's the thing. I got to remember to write it in decreasing order, right? So the coefficients need to be 2, followed by negative 10, okay? Followed by 0, because there's no x term, so 0, placeholder, and then followed by negative 5. So again, make sure you get this in the correct order. So it's going to be the x cubed, followed by x squared, followed by x, followed by the constant term. Okay? Now, this is the way you get started. Okay? Oh, also, I guess the other thing too is also the leading coefficient here has to be 1. I forgot to mention, it has to be positive 1, right? So we have to have 1 here as well, okay? So again, that goes without saying maybe because it's supposed to be x minus c. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we're going to do synthetic division. How does this work? Well, the first thing we're going to do is drop down the 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. So 4 times 2 gives us 8. The 8 goes in the next column to the right. Now we add down. Okay, we always add. in synthetic division. So add down and we get negative 2. Then we do it again. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. We add down and we get negative 8. And then we do it again. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. And then we add down and we get negative 37. Now we're done. So the last term is our remainder. Okay? So this is our remainder. Now, these coefficients here represent the coefficients of our quotient polynomial. So how do we determine that? Well, we always go down by 1 degree. Every time you divide, if you noticed in the last videos when we did long division, the quotient polynomial was 1 degree less than the dividend. Okay? So the quotient q of x, or I should do lowercase to be consistent. So q of x, in this case, is equal to 2x squared minus 2x minus 8. And our remainder is negative 37. Not bad. Have a great day.